Wednesday.
Wednesday.
Good evening, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us. Today is Wednesday, August 28th. Welcome to another episode of Deliberate Discussions. I am your co-host, Vicky Horton,
And I'm your co-host, Patrick Parker.
and we are
Deliberate.
Deliberate Discussions.
Good job, Fred. Good job.
I didn't forget that time.
I was gonna see if you was gonna do it.
I didn't forget that time. I did not forget. I didn't forget. All
Oh,
right, so friends. So since we are so politic, I just want to give a shout out to the Democratic National Convention in Chicago. Oh my God, it was amazing.
it was.
It was amazing.
It was an amazing experience, and it's just it really told a story about the state of this country and
Yes,
what the future of this country could be if
I agree.
the other party gets in power again. Now,
Mm,
what I hope is it's my hope and it continues, to happen, but it's just I hope that this momentum that we currently have translate into votes in November.
yes.
Because
You
it's
know, I was thinking the same exact thing when they were going around with the different states, how do you vote and whatnot. And I'm like, man, I really hope we have this come to fruition,
correct, correct, correct.
come November, because this is another. Every election is important, but this one right here,
Yeah.
this one here is
I mean,
very,
it's
very
like
important.
I said, it's a difference between a democracy or a dictatorship at this point, and
Yeah.
and what we want for our future and the future of our children, and the future of our grandchildren.
Yep.
That's what this election will say. I will say, are you? I made a Facebook post pertaining it, but I'll talk about that post after we do our promo. How do you feel about that?
Okay, yeah, because that was kind of hot right now.
Okay, go for it.
Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, if you would like to do any advertisement on Delivered Discussions, or you would like to promote your business, your product, your event that's going on, or if you would like to make an appearance here on our show on Wednesday nights, please contact me, Vicky Horton, at 561-325-1488. We'll be more than happy to get with you, speak with you, what you want to talk about, and we can go ahead and deliberate on it, and we'll bring it here to our platform, and we'll let you discuss it openly.
Great, great, great. I'm gonna let you do the gospel comedy thing because you had me dying laughing last week.
Okay, so I can hardly see, but I'm gonna need the address on this too, because all right, so
It's
I
up
got
on
it, I see it. Okay, so Saturday, September 21st. Okay, Saturday, September 21st at 7 p.m. The Laughing Christian Comedy Jam is coming to the South County Civic Center in Delray Beach. That's 16790 Jog Road, Delray Beach. If y'all don't know where it's at, just take I-95 south to Linton Boulevard, head west until you get to Jog Road, make a left, go down a little bit, maybe about a mile less. It's right there on the left-hand side. You can't miss it. Listen, let me tell y'all something. Christian folk, y'all can be roasted too.
that
Okay,
is true. That is very
listen,
true.
no holds barred. If they can roast everybody else, then y'all, the Christian folks, can definitely be roasted too. Y'all need to, because y'all know y'all be in church talking about each and everybody that be out there in the audience. Y'all don't come to church to hear the word. Y'all come to church to judge people and what they got. But see, these comedians here, they got something for y'all. Okay, and I think I'm gonna try to be in the house. I'm gonna try. I made a promise. I'm gonna try to get out once a month, but I
Uh-huh.
definitely would like to come out. So if you're interested in
You know,
going,
it's something I like that you said that you're gonna try to come out once a month. It's so funny that we are at an age, friend, where we be like, child, once we get home, we be like, oh, I ain't going nowhere.
oh, listen, Patrick, I kid you not. But let me just get his phone number. Let me get closer. Okay, and I got both my eyes in tonight too. Okay, so for ticket information or vendor spaces, please call 561-921-8755. Remember, the Laughing Christian Comedy Jam. Now, these people said it's laughing. So don't none of y'all godly folk get up there and be getting mad and walking out and stuff, and pay your tithes and offering while you're there, and govern yourselves accordingly.
you know, friend, I want to give a special shout out to our friends and family over at Generational Wealth Builders South. They've been a part of the
Yes.
show on several occasions, and everyone knows that they've been on the show. We've talked about them and everything. Richard and Lamisha Hughes of
Wow.
Generational Wealth Builders South. They actually I've actually found a space in
Oh
Greater Port St.
my
Lucie, Florida area, which they plan on opening their first office within the next 60 to 90 days, where they can now start to see clients face to face in their offices. So I'm so proud of them.
God.
Uh,
That is
yeah,
awesome.
special shout out to them.
Shout
They're
out.
part of our Deliberate Discussions family, and I'll keep you guys posted as to when the office open. I'm sure we'll have them back on the show also to talk about it.
That is awesome. Congratulations, Richard and Lamicia Hughes.
Yes.
We have to have you back here on the show when you guys open up that office. Let people know where you're at and talk about some things.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Perfect.
And
Perfect.
listen, is the Parker weekly garage sale still going on?
So the garage sale is not going on, but we are doing the food shop the first week of September.
Mm,
There's a lot that goes into the pop-up food shop. So we actually made a decision to have it once a month versus several times throughout the month,
okay.
especially when people have lives and all that stuff, and you got to prepare stuff. And one of the bigger things was to be able to do it right or don't do it
Right.
at all. You understand what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
there's been a huge demand. We've gotten so many people inquiring about when we're going to do it again. So I'll be sure to post that information on the next upcoming one. But thank you guys so much for showing up and showing out to the city of Delray Beach and supporting the pop-up food shop.
Most definitely. Thank you to the Parkers.
Yes, 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 yes. So let's get back to this conversation about the Democratic National Convention. So
Yes.
like I said, it was an amazing convention, and it's my hope that the momentum that we currently have in this country, in the excitement about Kamala being the nominee for the Democratic Party, it's just my prayer that again that momentum
Mhm.
translates into votes in November. They have raised close to $1 billion since she's been on the ticket, which is absolutely amazing.
That
Um,
is.
Now, my problem is, which I have been seeing a lot, and I want to be very clear: people are free, like I've
Excuse me.
on so many occasions, that they are free to vote for whomever they want to vote for. But just like we tell people all the time on this show, do your research. One thing I can't stand, which grind my gears, is a bandwagon type of motherfucker. And I'm just going to be very clear. I can't stand a bandwagon type of person that has not done any research of their
Mhm.
own, but they've jumped on a bandwagon with other people and decided to carry a bone that is full of falsehoods.
Right.
The problem that I have. So, and that, and another thing is to see our people. And that's one thing about our Black people, is that we tend to jump on the bandwagon, but we also tend to have this victim mentality, as if
Mhm.
someone owes us something.
Mm.
And that's a serious problem that I have. So a few days ago, I made a Facebook post, and some people did, comment on it, but I also received some inbox messages about it as well. So I put, sadly, some in parentheses, some
You
Black men
did.
require an explanation from Black women, that but they don't require an explanation from white men. It's crazy to me how these same Black men are questioning Kamala Harris, has not or about has or has not done anything for Black people, but they themselves don't take care of their children, their mother, their community, their health, their mental, their hygiene, their
Mhm.
finances, etc. These same Black men is what I consider the problem in our own Black communities. I said, and strangely, some of them can't or don't even vote. And then I
That's
put,
true.
Black men equals, victim mentality. Now,
Mhm.
and that's been going on a lot on social media, where you have these people, Black people, that say, "Oh, well, I'm not voting for her. She needs to tell me what she's going to do for Black people, or what she has done for Black people and everything." And I'm like, what? I'm sorry, what?
The ignorance.
But this ignorant 34 convicted felon son of a motor scooter that don't even like you as a Black person, you're not questioning him.
Nope. It's
That-
sad.
So you're okay with this man that makes a mockery out of you as a black person and use you as a prop.
Yep.
Use you as a prop as a black person. You don't want to question him. He don't owe you no type of explanation. But this woman of Asian black descent, she's required to provide you with some form of explanation. Man,
Now that's the part I don't get. Like, her resume speaks for itself.
exactly.
Nobody should have to question. Like, I don't even think there's enough paper, on, you have to go front and back probably, 10 times over for Kamala Harris's resume.
That is absolutely right, friend.
And I mean, that's it. Just look her up. Not just her background, her ethnicity and nationality, but look up her accomplishments. I mean, in California, and just with the things that she's done as vice president.
Correct.
So, and it's sad because I was thinking about the numbers that we posted on how much was raised by black men as opposed to white men.
Correct.
And white men raised substantially more money for Kamala Harris's campaign than black men. So it just makes me wonder, like, fellas, what's going on? Like, what's y'all beef with Kamala?
But it's so funny because I, strolling through the social media streets as we do often, I ran across a video of Plies who speaks openly about his position.
Oh, I wish you had that video. I know exactly which one you're talking about.
I'm going to share this video. Hold on one moment.
Oh, you got it. Okay. I like that one. I went through that one too.
Can you hear it?
You can't hear no sound.
Okay, hold on. What the hell is going on?
I love this video too. I ain't gonna even lie. I was like, I had to like stop it, and when I got interrupted, and just go back to it and just listen to it over again.
Company until Kamala Harris is impeached twice, until Kamala Harris is indicted 4 motherfucking times, until Kamala Harris is found liable for sexual abuse, until Kamala Harris is found guilty of motherfucking fraud and got to pay $300 and some motherfucking million, until Kamala Harris start a motherfucking insurrection, until Kamala Harris try to overthrow a motherfucking election, until Kamala Harris is married 3 motherfucking times, until Kamala Harris have 5 kids from 3 different motherfucking men, until Kamala Harris do any of that, she's a better motherfucking candidate to me.
Absolutely.
Now you do whatever you want to do with your motherfucking vote. But I'm not voting for no motherfucking rich white man to be able to do whatever the fuck he want to do. I'm just not doing it.
Yep.
I don't hate motherfucking women that much. And I damn sure don't hate a black woman that much. So you can vote for a motherfucking AKA, or you can vote for the motherfucking KKK. You vote for whatever motherfucking K you want to motherfucking vote for. That's your motherfucking business. But Trump been telling you since 2017, he gonna show you that motherfucking healthcare plan. Has he shown you yet?
Come on now, Plies.
He been telling you since 2017 that motherfucker coming in 2 weeks. It's gonna be big. It's gonna be beautiful. Has he showed you yet? He told you he's gonna overturn motherfucking Obamacare. Did he do it yet? He told you Mexico gonna pay for that funk ass wall over there. Did they motherfucking pay for it yet? He told you gonna raise motherfucking minimum wage. Did he do it yet? He was gonna lower the motherfucking price on prescription drugs. Did he do it yet? But she need to motherfucking explain something. She don't ever talk about her. Yes, she motherfucking do. You just don't want to motherfucking hear. That lady told you she trying to get $25,000 a month folks who trying to buy homes. Trying to build 3 more motherfucking million homes. Trying to lower the drug prices for everybody, not just the elderly.
Yep.
Trying to get tax cut to the middle motherfucking class. That like trying to no tax on tips or whatever the hell it is. That lady telling you what she trying to motherfucking do. You just don't want to motherfucking hear.
Yeah.
It's real motherfucking simple with me.
It's the truth. When I tell you, when I heard that, friend, I was like,
I knew exactly what video you were talking about too.
What I'm talking about. You get what I'm saying? And I have so much respect for Plies because he's so vocal and he stands his grounds. And he get a lot of backlash, especially from people in our own community.
Yeah.
He stands his grounds.
Mhm.
But it's just like my husband said in the comments, he said, it baffles me how not one Trump supporter can give me a reasonable example why they are voting for him.
That's true. That's true.
So it's just like, but Y'all have all these expectations of her as a woman. And it's just like, it's one of those things what's so disappointing to me that men have this expectation in their mind that women is supposed to just shut up and listen.
Mm.
But then also, excuse me, but also, women don't have a seat at the table.
Mm-hmm.
And that is just so disturbing to me. I'm just like, what? She is well qualified for this job.
Yeah.
Qualified for this job.
I think she's more qualified than when Hillary Clinton was running.
Absolutely.
I'm so serious.
Absolutely.
Hillary was Secretary of State and she ran for president, but Kamala Harris, I mean, come on. Hillary didn't even make it on to be someone's vice president. Not that I don't love Hillary Clinton, because I love that. I love the first lady. But Kamala Harris, listen, y'all, do your research. Her resume speaks for itself, and her running mate, Tim Walz, baby.
Yes.
Listen, y'all better do y'all research on your boy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, do your research on your boy.
Yeah, and what the thing about it is, him being a Democratic governor in a Republican state.
Yes.
What he has been able to do for his state, for the benefit of all people.
Yeah. Yeah.
His experience in being able to reach across the aisle and work with his Republican counterparts to, pretty much create bills that's going to benefit everyone.
Everybody, not just the Democrats, not just the Republicans,
Right.
Everybody involved, every party.
Correct. Trump, yeah, and the funny thing, the one thing that gets me is the fact that he makes props out of Black people.
Mm-hmm. He uses Black people to his advantage.
And it's just like, they don't see this, and it's okay. Everybody, again, I
just don't get it though. Why does the Black community support this man so much? I mean, he ain't paying y'all. Y'all still living in the hood just like me.
Correct. And even her being a district attorney, a prosecutor, and everything in California, and although she did her job with the laws, I have so much respect for her doing her job, but also finding solutions to better the system.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? It's just like, damn, I got to do my job. I was voted in to do my job, but how can I fix this broken system to benefit the people? And that's what I respect so much. But the convention was amazing. I mean, there was so much going on here in Chicago. There was so much with protesters and all this stuff, but there was also a lot of Republicans that actually attended the convention as well.
Yeah, I'm sure, as always, they got to be there. Let me just read some of these comments. First and foremost, I want to say hello, everybody. Hey, Tiffany, thank you for watching. I've been feeling neglected by my children since last week. I guess they ain't like some of the stuff that I said, so they ain't called me this week like we normally talk. But
it was a good conversation.
I'm gonna send you the text messages between us. So I told them they don't love me no more, and I just figured it's because of some of the stuff I said on the show last week. But I don't care; they'll get over it. Like I told you, I used to say, "Girl, fuck you." But anyway, Tip Bellamy says the ones that get all their information about candidates from social sites. Okay, so she was responding to your comment on that. Buddy Rowe is watching. Thank you so much for watching, Buddy Rowe. Sad part is no vote is a vote against Kamala, and a lot of people trying to get people to stop voting for nobody. I have to agree with you. It's like, don't vote, period. Correct. But that hurts the community too, whether they know it or not.
Correct.
And Ben Washington, my girl from the Coyotes, number 44. Shakari Merritt. See, I don't be knowing these girls' real names. So she's watching live. Thank you all so much for joining us. Josh says, it baffles me how not one Trump supporter can give me a reasonable explanation why they are voting for him. And that's true. Why are y'all voting for this man? Let us hear it. I mean, we ain't got to argue about it. We just want to talk about it. We want to discuss it. We want to deliberate on, why are you really voting for Trump? Why are you really voting the way that you are? Why are you not voting for all that matters? What's your reason?
So I don't know if you saw this. I saw it on social media. I didn't send it.
Hey, Gennaro.
But there was so after the Democratic National Convention, and there was a room, they did this study of undecided voters. And these undecided voters had the opportunity to now grade Kamala Harris and now voice where they stand after the convention in her speech. And, everybody gave her a grade and everybody's like, okay, they're decided now and this is how they will vote. But then there was one Uncle Tom black guy in the room that had this explanation that just went around in circles, never really gave a true explanation as to why and everything. And it was just like, are you kidding me? Like, and it goes back to what Josh said in the comments. It's just like, you cannot literally say, like, what is your explanation of not, voting for her? Besides the fact that she's a woman.
A reasonable explanation at that. I mean, I'm just not voting for her. But why? As we scroll through social media each and every day, TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, I see all these stupid videos and stuff. And first thing that somebody comes on there and says is, and this is what y'all want. This is why y'all gonna get. This is what y'all gonna get when y'all vote for Kamala Harris. What? Where does that come from? And
which is so sad to me because there's no problem with Donald Trump being convicted 34 times. There's no problem with him being held liable for rape. There's no problem with him defrauding people from Trump University. There's no problem with him creating an insurrection and overthrowing the government. And it's just like, so y'all okay with all of this? Y'all okay with putting somebody in office that's only out for himself?
Yeah. Now, Kareem Lucas says they want money. I totally agree. Chuck,
money.
Saying that the people want money. They think Trump is Kareem, correct me if I'm wrong if that's not what you're saying. They want money because remember I made the statement when we had Chuck and Reggie on here that people think Donald Trump is the one that provided the stimulus. Chuck said, no, he the one that just signed the thing of approving the stimulus. He didn't give it to them. But they think Trump is going to do that again. But this election for him is about vengeance.
That's all it is. It's about keeping him out of jail for one, and for two, it's about prosecuting everybody that was against him. That's all it's about. He don't give a damn what this country does.
He doesn't. Now listen, Gennaro says this week alone, I've had at least 6 white Republicans tell me they couldn't wait to see a woman in the office, and to add to it, a woman of ethnic color. They were excited. That's the kind of momentum that we need from everybody, not just the white people, but the Black people, the Spanish, the Latinos, the Haitian people. We never talk about the Haitian people getting their votes. Are they part of the Black vote? I mean, we still need to get the Haitian community out.
But it's so sad that it's that type of momentum in other communities they support her more than our own people. And it goes back to the thing that I said, in our Black community, it's always the victim mentality. What are you going to do for me? What the fuck are you going to do for yourself?
Damn, friend, you scared me.
And that's what gets on my nerves with Black people.
That's true.
Oh, you got to do this.
Somebody always got to get it.
No, you need to get your ass up and go to work like every goddamn body else in this country.
That's right.
And take care of your family and your damn children, and stop thinking that Trump or somebody, the government, gonna give you something. Stop playing the victim, and that's the problem that I cannot stand with Black people. Oh, they owe us something. They don't owe you a goddamn thing.
They owe you nothing. They don't owe you anything. Get off your ass and go and work. Okay, I'm 57 years old. I still got to get my ass up and go to work 8 to 5.
Baby, let me tell you something. When that alarm clock up them stairs go off at 4:45 in the morning, and Josh and little man in here snoring like grizzly bears, I got to get my ass out this door.
Hey, one of the joys from working at home sometimes is that you still got to get your ass up, but the thing is you ain't got to get dressed and go out there and fight in that damn traffic. Me and Gennaro talked about that the other day, and you know what? It don't matter what job you got. Okay, if you got a job, be happy that you got a job.
Exactly.
To go to instead of sitting on your ass. You complain when you ain't got no damn job. You complain when you got a job. Do something about it. Get out there and vote for the people that's gonna bring change.
Exactly.
Make jobs more available. These presidents that are gonna pass certain bills to bring more jobs, to our states.
Yeah.
Again, we done did the local. We done tackled the state. Now we gotta do the country. We're at the country level, people. So this election is very, very important. And unless you can give me a solid reason why you're not voting for Kamala Harris over Donald Trump, I don't even want to talk to you.
Girl,
It's got to be a valid reason. So if you want to come on Deliberate Discussions, like I said, and tell your reason for why you're not voting for Kamala Harris, why you are voting for Donald Trump, or why you're not voting at all, please call me 561-325-14.
Girl, I'm gonna say this. She want to have a conversation with, but I can tell you this: don't come on this show with no bullshit because I'm.
Friend, we gonna get the people
sign up to come on here to talk about some bullshit. Have your facts ready to talk because I'm ready and I'm cocked and fired, and you will leave this show with your feelings hurt.
Oh, we ain't trying to hurt nobody's feelings, y'all, but this is deliberate discussion, and sometimes everybody don't win their court case. Okay, we're not saying we're in court, but when you come on here, you gotta have some kind of heart. Don't be shy.
I say that, friend, because of the fact that how important this election is and how this election will affect all of our lives, not just one or two people. And what's the funny thing is these stupid trailer trash people that Trump don't give a damn about neither, that's ripping and running around here voting for him, they don't realize how it's going to affect their lives even worse neither.
Come on.
Girl, I'm so hot. Girl, I'm hot as fish, God damn it.
Just a little bit. Just a teeny bit.
Girl, let's change that subject.
Okay, we gonna see. That's why we all politic out, y'all. This is what happens. I be trying listen. I had to take my blood pressure medicine an hour before I came on air. I normally take it at 8:00, but I had to take it at 7:00 tonight because I knew my friend was gonna get heated by his post that he had. Y'all, please stop. Don't be commenting on my friend post. If you ain't got nothing good to say with it, just keep scrolling past it, please. Friend, don't even just scroll past it.
This is your fault, friend, because we said that we was not talking about politics.
I know. You had to get that out tonight. You had Josh. Don't worry, I got it. Josh said a 4. I say bring that shit down to a 2. All right, so let me just give some shout outs. Shout out to Auntie Irma. Hey, Auntie Irma, how you doing tonight? He says he should have been in my 2nd grade class. He just made no kind of sense. Give me Kamala. At least she makes sense. I totally agree. Nothing that comes out of Trump's mouth makes any sense to me. Okay, and everybody knows, Vicky. If you want me to believe it, it's gotta make sense.
That's true.
All right, so let's move on, friend, because you took your medicine.
Girl, let's go. Okay, let's go. Okay. So which one you want first? The threesome?
Okay, yes. Let's talk about these. No. Let's talk about the marriage thing, the idiot.
Okay. So
a New York couple, they got married. They charged their wedding guests $333 each just so they could save money. Only 60 of the 350 guests showed up.
Take your time, Fred. Take your time.
This is what we resulted to. I mean, this is what we resulted to. They saved upwards of $70,000 at a time. They talking about when the venue prices and the wedding costs could run into the tens of thousands. Okay, everybody know that. That's why they got courthouses. That's why they have notary publics like me that can marry y'all ass for little or nothing. Okay, why do you have to have this lavish wedding? And what idiot paid $333 just to go to an hour-long wedding? Like, what did they serve at this wedding? Like, does that include the reception and the wedding?
When I tell you that's
$116,000.
Yes. But 60 people came, they still made almost
$70,000. So they were planning on having like $190,000 wedding.
Yes, I mean, it is just like when I read.
I don't even know y'all like that.
That is the tackiest thing in the world. The tackiest thing in the world to charge somebody to come to your wedding. I just got married in May. You understand what it's, and it's just like, and it's, we thank God for people that was there to help us through this process in getting married. But my thing is, we would have never resulted to charging people to come celebrate us.
Let me tell you something. I wish y'all get married again and give us those hotel rates, because that hotel was the bomb, baby. Listen, I don't know about nobody else's room, but baby, I had a magnificent view, and that bed. Oh, that bed.
Josh sent me a message last week when he was at work. He sent me a text message like, "Babe," I'm like, "Yo." He was like, "I want to get married again." You know what my reply to him?
Yes.
You know what my reply to him was? My reply was like, "Boy, fuck you."
Don't do Josh like that. Listen, man, we had a blast. All I can say is I felt like, even though I was only there for 3 days, I felt like I was there for 2 weeks. That hotel, the hotel staff was amazing. The rates were just I would never get those rates anywhere else. Had it not been for you, I mean, the problems that I had when I called you.
Yeah.
Before I even arrived.
Correct.
I mean, the hotel staff, they were so amazing. Them damn cookies. Oh, you tried them cookies?
Girl, I hate them.
Oh my God. Them some cookies.
I don't even eat them.
Them some good cookies.
But how, I just don't understand.
And
that's yeah, they're free. But I don't understand why, that you would even consider charging people that kind of money. But my thing is, when you are planning a budget, you're planning a wedding, you're setting a budget. You understand? And so it's just like you're looking for your venues. Does this work for us? And things like I recall when Josh and I were starting to plan the process, the venue that we wanted, we originally had one date, which was a good date. It was a very reasonable price. We ended up changing the date to 3 months up. And the price doubled, but again, we had to make an adjustment, and fit this into our budget and make it happen. But even when it came down to food, when it came down to decorations, how we were able to, my husband made all the decorations.
Janelle said that's tacky. Listen,
extremely tacky. Extremely. It's very tacky.
And she has a point. First off, this is your show you're giving. When one plans a big lavish event, wedding party, etc., that's your show, which I totally agree. That's your show. If no one comes to your show, it would be a flop. So stop looking to recover from people to put on your show.
Exactly.
Y'all want somebody we don't know y'all.
And my question
with you think I'm gonna pay $333 to come to somebody's wedding?
And what y'all did with the money?
That's $333 per person, or is it $333 per couple? Do I get me
the money? They said per person, but what did y'all do with the money that was left over?
Listen, let me see. What's $333 times the 60 people that did come?
Like $19,000.
Okay, so if all 350 people would have showed up, that's over 100,000.
That's over. That's 100,000.
They saved 70,000 of their own money, right? And that was
if they saved 70,000 of their own money, that was more than enough money to have your own wedding.
My wedding cost $4,000. That's good because it only lasted 4 damn years. $1,000 a year. I kid you not. The church was free. The house on the beach where we had it, that was free. The food, the people that hosted our wedding reception, that was all free. We didn't pay for nothing.
Girl, you
Coleman provided the wine, and it is what it is. But I don't know these people. Who the hell? I knew y'all, Thaddeus, and I ain't mind paying my flight and the hotel. So like I said, I pay that price for a hotel. I pay that price any day. That was a good price you had for everybody. But come on, people, when y'all getting married, y'all really show that dress again, please. Now they look good now. They look like some Coming to America shit, friend. That, you know what I'm saying? That look good now. That's some good shit right there. Even though his pants are a little bit too white. I don't see any white on her. I see like ivory, off-white, maybe. Yeah, I guess it goes together. But
it's not my taste.
I don't see 70 grand. I don't see 25 grand in the outfit. I'm not seeing it.
I sure hope they bought them a house with that extra money they had left over.
That's the new scam now. That's the new scam. Weddings are the new scams, y'all. Okay. Baby showers and gender reveals, I thought those were the scams.
I can tell you one thing. I've done it, and that was the first and last time it will happen.
Well, can we get an anniversary or something?
We'll get a little shindig party or something around here, but we ain't getting married again. I can tell you that right now.
Renewal of the vows.
And guess where we having it at?
Well,
this big old goddamn backyard. Backyard.
I knew you was gonna say that. I was hoping you'd say destination. Remember, that's what the original wedding is supposed to be. It's supposed to be a destination wedding.
Friend, we got all this yard out here. We got to put it to use. Okay.
But you're allergic to the grass, so we can't have it back to that is a lot of yard.
Okay.
That's a lot of yard.
Put up some tents and some chairs, girl. Y'all will be fine. Okay.
Hey, gotta bring AK Big Wagon to Chicago to set all of that up for you.
Okay. Oh my God. I'm like,
look, you're gonna charge the DJ to come and play the music.
It's so funny when I before I sent that story to you, I read it twice, and I'm like,
I thought you was joking with that. Like, this can't be real. Who does this?
Yeah, what?
And then when I read it, I'm like, Dumb and Dumber. So, okay, somebody said, look, Pam said Costa Rica with.
I always want to go out the country. She get on my nerves.
Pam, listen, no, Pam, I'm with you. And bring that man who cooked them damn grits too. Bring that man who cooked them damn grits.
Okay.
I just saw another comment from somebody, but I can't see it anymore. I don't know what happened to it.
Maria talking about the mother suite was the
That's the one I just saw. I can't see it. Why can't I see all the comments?
Mm. Oh God.
I'm sorry, y'all. I can't see the comments for some reason. It says it's on here, but I can't see it. But anyway, is that the new scam? Getting married now, you charge your guests out of money. $333. Would you not do it?
But you know what? I'm so glad that we're on this subject because Josh and I were watching this video after our wedding. And I want to be very clear. We're very grateful for people even coming. I mean, people are not required to bring a gift or to give us anything and stuff. The fact that they were there to celebrate with us, we're more than grateful for that. But it was so fun. We had watched this video on social media where in our culture, compared to other cultures like the Asian, Japanese culture, or Indian culture, what these guests give people as wedding gifts was like, wow.
You talking about horses, like prize horses, diamond necklaces. I mean, listen, I've gone to an Italian wedding. I mean, I'm talking about real Italian people, like Gambino crime family type.
Okay.
And when they give the bride money like that actually happens. Like, bitch, I thought I was at the strip club. I'm ready to look,
not the strip club, friend. They give a lot of money.
Over here a little bit, you know what I'm saying?
They give a lot of money.
That really happens, with those traditions. And then other traditions, I mean, they give stuff like houses and cars, luxury cars at that, Maybachs, you know what I mean? Bentleys and Rolls Royces and things like that. And I'm like, wow, man. I'm like, that's like some crazy rich Asians type shit. You know what I mean?
They have a lot of money, so they could do that kind of stuff. We robbing Peter to pay Paul over here.
Listen, and Peter about to beat our ass because he ain't got shit either.
Exactly. Exactly, friend. Exactly. So.
Oh, Lord.
But no, so I will say this. If any one of our viewers, if you're listening and you're getting married, if you're charging your guests, save your invitation. Don't even send it around here to the house.
Well, people don't invite me nowhere anyway because they don't like me because they know I'm going to be like, hey, what the fuck? Look, you ain't RSVP and didn't. And didn't.
Okay.
You charging me to come see you get married?
I wish I might open up an invitation. You talking about
who does that? These people crazy. All right, let's move on, friend. What's our oh, okay. I know what's next. Go ahead. I'm gonna let you. Okay, just play the story.
All right. I'm gonna play the video. Okay.
Yeah, play the video now.
All right.
This is for mature audiences only. If there are any kids in the room under the age of 18, please make them leave the room now or log off.
Police officer said, I lost everything after a white woman accused me of kidnapping and violating her. Everything she said about me was a lie. She ruined my life. I had to get my elderly mama to come bail me out of jail. I had to sell my house to pay my legal bills. I lost my job. My career as a police officer is over with. Charges against the 43-year-old man was later dropped after it was discovered that his friend's security camera recorded the interaction between him and the woman, and it was determined that the sex was consensual. The man said he has plans on suing the police department and the woman for making false claims against him. And he said he also want to thank his wife for sticking by his side. Listen, first I want to say shout out to his wife for sticking by him. Because I know she had a bunch of people in her ear telling her to leave. Girl, if I was you, I'd pack my kids up and I'd be gone. And if she would have did that, can you blame her? And I think you should sue that lady for making those false claims. But I also think you should take some type of accountability for your actions. Because you put yourself in this position. And as you can see now, a black man having a police badge, that don't mean nothing. Because the minute that white woman said, you done me something, everything you had, including that badge and that job, was taken away from you. A 43-year-old.
All right. You want to go first?
Go for it, girl. Go. You go.
Okay. First of all, this lady, this heifer, what he didn't mention on that part, but when you read up on the story, she was separated from her husband. And she had been having an affair with the neighbor, one of the black men that are accused in this. And not doesn't say how long the affair had been going on because he had moved to that neighborhood, and obviously they established a rapport. She probably came over there with her cookies and gave him some of the cookie jar. So with that being said, I think, and this is just my thought, this does not necessarily reflect the thoughts of everybody here on Deliberate Discussions. I think hubby found out that she was over there sleeping with that man and had a threesome, and she decided to cry rape. Thank God these two men recorded the whole thing on cell phone, and that he had video of everything on his property. Now, let me get to the video part. What is sad about this whole thing is that the police, the gentlemen, both men, Marks and what's the other one's last name? Douglas.
Yeah.
Marks and Douglas both kept telling the police that they have video of the entire event, the entire night, the entire threesome. Now, some call it running. They ran a train on them. I mean, you ain't got but two cars, so I mean, I guess that's considered a train. But that was a threesome, no matter what. They had a threesome. There are rules in threesomes. Now, this hoe done went out there and cried, and I said hoe again. I'm sorry. No, I'm not. Fuck her. This nasty bitch went and told them people that these black men raped her. This man was a decorated police officer. Decorated police officer. Her neighbor, who she was having the affair with, lost his house. The police officer had to put his elderly mother in. Daddy, take that off the screen.
Hold on. I'm trying to do it right now. Give me 1 second.
Rubbing your eye.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
So my thing is this. What point, and now I'm going to say, I will say this, Cedric. I will say this. I do have a problem with the comments on that story because a lot of people are saying because she's a white woman. Notice I didn't once say this white hoe or this white bitch. I ain't say none of that. I just say this hoe. Because I'm like this here. Black women do it too. They do.
So, and that is very true. Now, my thing is, he had to put his mom in a home. He lost his house. He lost his job and everything. So he had all these things going for him
Yeah.
prior to this happening, correct?
Yeah.
I wouldn't give a damn. There is no piece of dick out here in this world that is worth me losing my husband, my home, my job, everything that I've worked for over a piece of dick.
That's right. I agree.
Okay. Regardless if this woman was white, black, blue, purple, or green, I have too much to lose for a few minutes of pleasure. You understand what I'm saying? And then also the other thing that I have about it, that what baffles me, which just happens a lot, why is it always this fantasy that men record?
You know, I never got that.
It's just like,
You know what? I never understood. Men, can somebody in the comments, any men, if y'all not afraid, what is the purpose of recording it? In this case, I'm glad it was recorded. You know, maybe y'all using it to get off, you know, or whatever. But you know, if I'm your wife, you know, I'm not gonna let you know.
Right.
We ain't gonna be doing all that recording. You know, if I'm your girl, we ain't gonna be doing all of that recording
Correct.
unless we doing it on my phone.
Correct. Like we said, like Auntie Irma just said in my comments, she said choices, not worth
Not
it.
worth
It's
it.
not. When you have so much going on for yourself or whatever, and you decide to do something like that or whatever, that can affect your entire livelihood. And in this particular case, it did. He lost everything.
He did over a patch of hair.
Huh?
Over a patch of hair.
Exactly. And it's just like, was it worth it? Like what? And then not only did it affect you and your livelihood, look how it affected your mother that you was taking care of.
Wow. Yeah.
You know, yes, it's very unfortunate that this woman all of a sudden cried wolf when I'm sure this is not the first time that this occurred.
Of course not. Of course
But
not.
then
It just didn't occur with both of them. It
Correct.
occurred with the neighbor and another guy. She been doing threesomes for a minute. Okay.
Yeah, so when you sit and think about life, okay, and the fact that at no point during this investigation did the police officers listen to them, you know, when they said that there was video of the situation. They didn't listen to them, okay? But one thing that we have to realize for us, regardless of what position that we're in, we're treated much differently.
Yeah.
So you have to think about that in the long run. I know as a Black man out here where I live at now, where I'm surrounded, you know, around, you know, you've been out here, Vicky, by them. Do I fear them? Absolutely not. But I do know as a Black man that my walk got to be different.
Exactly.
You understand what I'm saying? So it's just like, if I'm going out here and I'm going to do this stuff with this woman and everything that's of a different race, and at any moment she can say X, Y, Z, but I got a whole wife at home and probably some cheering. I ain't saying nothing about no cheering. I got a whole career that I have worked my ass off to get to this point in my life. And also my mama depend on me. I'm willing to risk all of that for a nut.
And here's my thing about it. Like the wife, he read the comments. He said they commend his wife for sticking with him.
The problem I have with that, I'm glad you pointed that out, friend. The problem I had about that, if the tables were turned, if it was his wife that went and had a threesome with some men,
exactly,
he would have left her.
You old nasty bitch.
Exactly. You a hoe. You out there doing XYZ. Some other man is do XYZ to you. You a hoe. I don't want to be with you no more.
You let two ninjas run up in my. You know what I'm saying? You know how they walk.
The tables turn when it's different, when it's a woman, you know. So it's just like, but you commend his wife for sticking by his side. Let me tell you something, and I say this with
I'm wondering if his wife is white.
baby, I say this with my whole soul. His wife is a damn fool.
Okay, a big damn fool, because ain't no way in hell. And like I said, when I texted you, women need to value their self-worth. They put no value on their self-worth. It only takes me one time to find out. I ain't going back. You ain't coming back to this. No, you're not. You're not coming back to this. Listen, I'm not gonna play second fiddle to nobody. They can have you. I'm not sticking by you because you did this one time. How is it that dude invited you over? Who invites another man over to get in the pool to go skinny dipping? Did you think about that?
And I hope the sex was.
He invited the man over, and she comes over, and all three of them decide to go skinny dipping in the pool. You already knew what the plan was.
Exactly, and I hope I hope it was just between him and them and the woman.
I was wondering. Let me tell you this, Patrick. It's like I told you, friend, when we talked about it. Everybody, when you're doing a threesome, you need to have a safe word to let you know, okay, I don't want to do this. This heifer ain't had no safe word. She said he threw me over to, Marks threw her over to Douglas. They were throwing her back and forth. Girl, you trash. They throwing you. We throw our trash out.
Mm-hmm.
When we mad, we throw stuff. You know what? They don't want you. You ain't no good. You spoiled. You're sour. You're foul. So,
did you say spoil, sour, foul? Girl, you is crazy.
Like, they literally showing you, and then all of this is being captured on home video footage. The cell phone, I'm wondering, like, you must got a good phone, baby. You must have that iPhone that stays underwater for a long time or something. You in that water. I'd be scared to put my little iPhone with the cover in it in the water. But honey, whatever he was recording, no, he got it all. He got the same angles, if not more, from the home video footage. But if she was having an affair with him, why did she not know? She had to know that he had video footage, unless she was not coming over to his house like that. He must have been going next door after her and her husband separated. Like, I'm just confused. I'm confused on a whole lot of stuff on this.
But the thing about it is, they could have been exonerated a long time ago. But again,
yes, Auntie Irma, there are rules to threesomes. You need a safe word. If you don't feel comfortable with something, you say the safe word. You know,
girl, you first of all, if you don't feel comfortable going into it, don't go around there.
You know what I'm saying? But there's rules to threesomes.
Mm-hmm.
You know, okay, you can do this to me, but you can't do that. Okay, you can do that to me, but no, you can't. No,
oh God, Jesus, Vicky.
Okay, babe, you can do this. Okay, but she can't do that. All right, just so you know, don't do that. And then if we like, oh no, didn't I tell you couldn't do that? Hercules.
I'm not coming around to your house. You got too many rules and restrictions. If we go through it, we doing it all. Okay.
There are rules to threesome.
I ain't coming over that, Vicky. I'm good.
Look, and another thing, don't pull my wig. That's one rule. Don't pull my damn wig. I don't care if it's a short wig or whatever. Don't pull my wig.
So
sometimes this be a glueless and this shit ain't tacked down good. So don't do that.
Okay.
But I really hope these gentlemen sue her for everything she has. I hope he gets her house, her and her husband's house. Because I think I read somewhere that her and her husband were trying to reconcile. I don't know if they did or not, but I really pray that that Douglas gets his house back. Marks his career is done as a police officer. It's gonna follow him no matter where he goes. And he's always gonna be known as the guy who raped this white woman.
Pam say you a little too familiar with these rules. Friend, we do
a lot of research on this show, Pam. We do a lot of research, and I interview people about threesomes. You know?
My auntie Irma say Uncle Mike here, y'all. Say come get him, y'all.
But I mean, come on. So
Maria say you giving directionals. Friend, you are supposed to keep these conversations between me and you, girl.
I know, but these people need to know this. I don't want these men to go out there and these women to go out there and be accusing these men falsely. So I got to tell them, if you're gonna get into a threesome with women, if you're gonna get into a threesome with two men, make sure you got a safe word with them. Okay, if you don't welcome something like throwing you back and forth to each other, safe word, gargoyle, safe word. You know what I'm saying? Then they say, okay, she don't like that. We ain't gonna do that. Okay. Men, if you're having a threesome with two women, if it's something that one of those women gonna do to you, and I'm gonna tell you, it's something wrong with you if you got a problem with two women doing something to you sexually. But if you don't like it, safe word. Safe word. Uncle Clifford.
So just for example, y'all, some of the safe words is Lady Gaga, Beyonce, Atlanta, Uncle Clifford, the Pink, Hennessy. Friend, I had to go back to our text message.
I can't stand you. I cannot stand you for that. You wrong for that, friend. But I'm just saying, y'all gotta have safe words. But listen, I'll tell you, I have family members that have white boyfriends, white girlfriends. I'm being real, y'all, because we only got a few more minutes. We're gonna close.
And we have one more story I want to get to before we get off.
But I just want to leave y'all with this, okay? Black people, okay, y'all have to understand, and this goes the same for white people. They may talk like they may speak our language, our slang. They may eat our collard greens, our chitlins, and our cornbread and our macaroni and cheese. They may try to dress like we do, hip hop wise, listen to the same music we listen to. They still crackers. White people. Now, white people who got black boyfriends, black girlfriends, they gonna get around your mother. Oh, hi, Mrs. So-and-so. How are you? Oh, it's such a wonderful day today, isn't it? But guess what? When they get home in their own little area, they gonna, what's up, nigga? Give me some doubt. What's up, dog? You know, they still niggas. Y'all have to remember this stuff. I don't care if you with these biracial. I'm not racist at all. I'm just keeping it real.
Friend, I just got a text message say Vicky is giving that whole class on threesomes.
Why the hell your light keep going on? I know who said that.
Friend, you got to stop. You got to stop, okay?
Call me. Yes, Auntie Irma, we is crazy. We definitely crazy.
You got to be stopped, friend. This is it for you tonight, okay?
I just want our black men to be safe from white women, and I want our white women to be safe with having threesomes with these black men without accusing them of things that didn't take place. Y'all can't be lying on our black men now. Because us black women, we ain't gonna too much really give black men no threesome. Like, I ain't gonna do no threesome with another man, with two men. No, sis, you doing stuff that's another rule. No, we ain't doing that. We ain't doing that. She for the streets.
Okay.
Let's go to this last story, Thaddeus.
All right. So our last story of the evening is this Bishop Gregory, where Bishop Gregory is actually, an adult man, and he is actually a DL bishop of a church, and he was in the DMs of a 17-year-old kid that was also a member of his church. And in the DMs, he said, they start talking, and he asked the little guy, O'Brien McCray, like, when can I see you? Then the guy ignored him. He said, how are you? Then he said, what's up? Then he told the little guy, you are so beautiful. I commend this guy's comment. He said, apostle, I'm good to a certain point. But the fact that you jump into different genders is beyond me. Like, literally, I avoid you in every way possible. My thing is that I'm 17. Please be with someone your own age. Stop trying to get us young boys, please. God bless. When I tell you the way that little boy put this pastor, this bishop in his place,
Got them together.
I want to say this. This and when you and I were communicating the other day about this, and I expressed to you, like, Vicky, this is very common. This is very common,
It is.
not only in the church world, but in life, period, in general. I too, when I was much younger, experienced this. And the difference between myself and this young boy, I wasn't a victim because I was a willing participant to it.
Got it.
So I'm not going to say, oh, I was a victim of this. I wasn't. I was gung ho. I was a participant. I dated and messed around or had casual sex with older men. Some older men in that I grew up with, some older men in my same community that I grew up in, so this is very common. Now, also, I also, you know,
Careful.
I understand this young boy's point when it comes to a man of the church, because I too had that experience as well.
Right.
But again, like I told you, this is very common. Now, the advice that I can offer to any parent, especially with a child at this age, is to always create a very safe, open environment for your child to come speak to you, especially
Right.
if you're experiencing things like this, and people in power. And it does often come from people in power. My experience in dealing with it, not only did it come from people in power, it came from drug dealers, it came from XYZ and stuff like that. But again, I was a willing participant. It
Right.
was consensual to me, consensual sex for me. But it's so often that you have these young kids where it's not consensual, but then you have these young kids that get into positions where it's like, oh my God, what am I going to do? This is a man of power. I have no other outlet. That's why I always tell parents, when you do have a child at that age that's, gay, versus turning your back and screaming at them and things like that, create a safe environment so they're able to speak with you.
That's
They're
true.
able to tell you about these type of experience, because unfortunately you do have men like this that prey on younger children.
Yeah. And it's sad that, I mean, it's already sad enough that it happens in the community with
Mhm.
these men, and the fact that this kid got him together real good.
Very good. Very good. I was like, look
Like,
at this boy.
like, oh my God, I'm so, like, I'm
Uh-huh.
sorry he had to go through that, but he got this man together. And
Yep.
if a foster can't understand that, then you know what? He don't need to be trying to get with no boys. Period. Leave the boy pussy alone.
Yeah. Vic, I gotta teach you some other terminology, because that one right there, scratch that, okay?
Scratch that one.
No, for real.
Like, boy pussy.
We'll talk later, but I don't ever want you to say that again. Not that
Well,
one.
this is what he switches gender.
Correct.
And this young man said that to him. The fact that you switch genders so easily.
Correct. So,
Like, bro, does that mean he's down low?
yeah, so keep in mind, you and I have spoke about this a while ago, and then I've also had a conversation with my favorite cousin also about this, where it's so often, especially when it comes to the Black church, the Black church is not always a safe space for openly gay people,
That's true. That's true.
because you run into issues like this. So you have these same bishops, apostles, pastors that may stand in the pulpit, tear you to shreds because you are openly gay. Okay, and keep in mind that it's so often that these same people that stand in the pulpit and spew this type of hate, and they as if this is the only sin in the world. These are the same people that's at night behind closed doors that's doing everything up under the sun. I can get extremely graphic because I've been a part of that, but it's so often that they do this, and that's why for me, I love the Lord. I know where my faith lies. I can sit in my house and pray and all this here and everything. But for me, sitting in a congregation in somebody's church is not a safe space for me. So that's why I don't go. I have a problem. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. Let me read something to you. A friend, a Facebook friend, and who's also kind of like my family, had made a post. Being gay is the only sin people focus on. I swear. Adultery is a sin. Kids before marriage is a sin. Tattoos is a sin. Went on and on. disrespecting your parents is saying y'all only quote the Bible when it's relevant to someone else's situation. Get your life in order because you judge someone else's life. We all sin. I
That is,
spoke to him. I inboxed him when I saw this because it hurt me. And he asked me the question, where are we supposed to go when we want to praise the Lord? He's like, we want to praise God too, but we're not welcome in the church. So he asked me about our show. He's been asking me about coming on the show for a while. She
mhm,
has been asking me about coming on the show. She's a transgender.
mhm,
And when she asked me that question, and a lot of people who are watching is probably going to know who made this post, but she said call me, so I called her. And when she asked me that question, it really floored me because I felt bad I didn't have an answer for her. And I made a promise. I said, listen, I don't have that answer for you right now, but I promise you, I will work on getting that answer for you so
mhm.
that you can have a place, a safe place to go and worship without you being judged for being gay, transgender, for the LGBTQ community. So I'm pleading to my viewers, and I haven't talked to you about it, but I'm hoping we can have a
Mhm.
show where we dedicate something like this to transgenders, to gays that want to come on the show and want to express themselves and ask these questions because I felt really bad because she really likes doing what she does. And what brought me to mind was your friend who was at the wedding with her beautiful self,
Mhm.
and I just wish everybody who was transgender, gay, lesbian, I wish everybody in the LGBTQ community was as comfortable as she was, but I knew she went through some struggles.
Mhm.
And she wasn't at when we were at your house on screen, she wasn't afraid to, talk about what she went through. And I have so much more respect for her. But that's a different story. But let me tell you something. Y'all men of the cloth, y'all nasty.
Yeah.
And I hope they roast y'all ass at this Christian comedy thing on September 21st. I hope they talk about y'all ass so bad.
Yeah, and it's very difficult, and people don't realize that. Like, people never really understood why I go so hard when I talk about church folks. I speak about it because it's my experience,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
know, and and for me, I feel more comfortable at Bedside Baptist. That's my
And I'm gonna tell you something. I done been there in the
yeah,
church, real close,
correct,
up close and personal with the church.
correct, and I
Okay, I done been the first lady.
and I will and I want to tell it's it's really sad. It's
Mhm.
because it's so sad that when your own parents would listen to the bishop before they listen to their own child.
That's true. That's very true. And what is it? I mean, are these people in a trance or like what is wrong? Like, the churches are not churches anymore. They're cults.
Yeah.
They're cults.
Yeah,
I can't.
it's almost like the Republican Party.
I mean, you got two or three churches on one street now. You
Yeah.
notice that you got two or three churches on one street. But let me tell you, I'm leave y'all with this here. Y'all, like I said, I done been the first lady, and I done listened to the messages. I done seen where the scriptures come from, where the message, what scripture the message is coming from. No matter, and from this day forth, when you go to church, I just want you to write down the scripture of where the pastor is reading the message from. And when you go to the next church, I want you to write down the scripture of where the message is being brought to you from. When you go to the next church, write down the scripture where the message is being brought to you from. To each his own interpretation.
That is true.
They giving y'all the same exact scripture, different meaning. And y'all, oh yeah, Reb telling the truth. He telling the truth. But I took notes. I took notes. And I realized that everything that preachers, ministers, bishops, whoever, whatever y'all want to call yourselves, because y'all ain't shit to me.
Well, I
Y'all
will
just
say this. I will say this, Vicky. I won't say that all of them are bad. I won't say that. You know,
okay. Name one that's I know one that's good. I,
yeah.
I do
I
know
won't
one that's
say
good.
and because I do have a bishop in my family that I highly
Mhm.
respect, you know,
Okay.
and who's always been an amazing man of God and
Mhm.
everything. So I'm not going to sit here and paint a picture that they're all bad bishops and things like that.
Mhm.
But what I can do is speak from my experience
Right.
in dealing, in church and in the ones that I've dealt with. You understand what I'm saying? So, even when yeah, they're not all bad. So, and I will say that, but me being the grown man that I am
Mhm.
today and the experiences that I have still to this day, for me, knowing what still goes on in the church, it's not a safe space for me. So I
Right.
won't put myself in that situation.
Right. I just wish that
I'm not at a
Pastor.
place, I'm not at a place, Vicky, of protecting anyone.
Mm,
I'm at
right.
a space of cussing you the fuck out.
I
I'm no
understand.
longer I'm no longer the little timid T-man Thadric. Oh, we're just gonna let this go. It's
Damn,
okay.
you took it back to the T
No,
man.
no, that's not who I am. I'm Thadric Parker and I'm a grown-ass man.
Grown
And if
ass
you
man.
come at me wrong or disrespectful in a way that is not comfortable for me, I'm going to check you where you are.
Yep.
I don't care if you're an apostle, a bishop, and things like that. You're not beyond being checked.
Yep. That's true. I feel the same way. I always said church folk can get it. I don't care who it is.
Right.
Don't step to me incorrect, or you gonna get the same. However
Exactly.
you step to me, that's how I'm stepping to you. And
Exactly.
that's real. I have no filter. I don't give a damn about church folks no more than I give about somebody walking these damn streets. Because I'm gonna tell you this now. I done been there, done that, tried to be good, and you know what? It's all a lie. All of that stuff. The churches, they like I said, they extorting money. They trying to scare people into paying tithes and offering and whatnot by telling them, "Oh, would a man rob God? Yet ye has robbed me in tithes and offering."
So friend, I didn't mean to set you off.
Get me out of the Old Testament.
Thank you guys so much, our amazing viewers, for watching this show tonight. I didn't mean to take my co-host off the edge.
And you know, honey, I got a whole lot to say about these pastors, honey.
We
Don't forget,
appreciate.
y'all, September 21st, the Laugh Comedy Jam at the South County Civic Center in Delray Beach, the Christian Comedy Jam. Y'all make sure y'all get out there, pay your respects, govern yourselves accordingly, make sure you laugh, have some fun. These people probably ain't nothing like me. I hope they ain't nothing like me. These are real comedians. These are professional comedians. They're funny. Please get out there to South County Civic Center in Delray Beach on Saturday, September 21st. Make sure you go out and listen, y'all church folk, get out and have y'all good time. It started at 7 o'clock. Y'all can be in at 7, out by 9. Y'all gonna be good. Okay. Y'all ain't the juke junks don't open till 10 o'clock.
Bye, y'all. My friend is crazy. We love y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in tonight.
Thank you all so much for tuning
Love
in.
y'all.
We love y'all.